The mid-season draft is all done and dusted. We pick up 2 players. Let's have a look at who we picked up. So about an hour ago, the mid-season draft just started, and we kind of went in thinking that we would need some sort of tall ruckman or a tall forward because our talls are just like left with Darcy Cameron. Like in the ruck, we were left with Darcy Cameron, and we kind of talked about in a video previously players I thought fitted a need. Jacob Blight went straight away. He went pick 2, so he was one of the defenders that I sort of looked at. I said that, you know, if he could get to us and if he was the best pick, maybe it wasn't what we were sort of looking for, but he's an incredible defender. He gets picked up at pick 2, and then we get to our pick, and our pick was pick 10 because Fremantle opted not to use their pick, so we get pushed up to pick 10. And I thought, okay, cool. Pick 10, we're going to pick a ruckman. We're probably more than likely going to take Bryn Teakle. We've seen what he could do at the start of the year. And we've got, if Darcy Cameron goes down, we're screwed, right? We have Frampton, Ash Johnson, and maybe Nathan Kruger to help out with the rucks. So I thought, okay, Bryn, ready-made. He'll have a go. Let's see what we can do. We do pick up a ruck. With pick 10, we pick up Iliro Smit. The Big Roo, as they call him, 200 centimeters, 18 years old, from Box Hill Hawks / Eastern Rangers, and I know nothing about him. I know absolutely nothing about him besides what the Pies posted and a bit of their highlights. He did kick a goal with like 10 seconds left, or probably less, for the Eastern Rangers from 55 meters out to win them the game, which is absolutely incredible. I know that he has his own website. I know that he's into music production and looking to do an electronica album. So seems like a really cool kid, really cool personality. He is only 18 though. He's averaging 21 hitouts and 2.5 marks across the Coates Talent League in 2024. Now, it's amazing to sort of pick. The mid-season draft is incredible for this, right? You get overlooked in the draft, and then, you know, this is what you're able to get that sort of second or third chance. With Iliro Smit, he's not a short-term option. I thought we were going to pick a short-term stopgap, someone to help Darcy Cameron out, and that someone was going to be Bryn Teakle in my eyes, and in a lot of punters' eyes as well. So Smit, it's a bit of a weird one to pick for me, in the sense that he's going to be a project player. We know that ruckmen don't come on until they're, what, 23, 24, 25, if that. We've got 2 developing ruckmen in Aiden Begg and Oscar Steen that we're still, like, I know that they're injured, but they are developing ruckmen. So now Iliro Smit is going to be the youngest of the bunch, and is definitely not going to play senior football this year unless something insane happens. He'll play with the VFL. He'll get some good VFL minutes in. He'll learn our program, which is amazing. We don't have a VFL ruckman at the moment, so he's going to be our number 1 VFL ruckman. He's going to get thrown right into the thick of it. He moves around the ground really, really well. Plays with a lot of physicality, a lot of aggression. So we absolutely love to see that. But he is not the player that I thought we were going to pick. Like I said, I really thought we were going to pick a stopgap just to help until Cox came back, just to help until, you know, whoever else came back and to help Darcy Cameron out. But, you know, they must back their system that Darcy Cameron's going to be the number 1 ruck, and Billy Frampton or Ash Johnson are going to help him out. And we have seen that previously at the start of last season. We did see Ash Johnson, we did see Billy Frampton help out with the ruck when we needed to. So they're going to back their system in, and the best talent that they could pick for pick 10 was Iliro Smit. They saw something in him, which is amazing. And who are we to sort of say, we should have picked this, that guy's shit, we should... Who are we to say that? They know what they're doing. They're searching and watching all these players. So Iliro Smit, welcome. Iliro Smit, welcome to the greatest team in the land. And with our second pick, that came at pick 19 in the draft today. So Bryn Teakle was already taken at this point. So I thought, okay, we're definitely not going to get another big man, another ruck or anything like that, because we had already picked up Smit. Who were we going to take? We end up taking one of our own, Collingwood VFL player Ned Long, who trained with us in the SSP sort of train-on period, was one of those players that we looked at. He spent 2 years on Hawthorn's list, gets delisted, comes to the Pies to train, the VFL pick him up, and now he's one of us. And what I like about this and what I like about Ned Long is he's a big-bodied and tall midfielder. He's 194 centimeters, which puts him taller than Brody Myercheck, right? So, you know, I think we've got a lot in the midfield at the moment, but his tackling, his endurance is pretty much second to none. He's having a fantastic season in the VFL, probably our best so far in the VFL. He represented Victoria as well when they did the what do they call it now? The State of Origin, or whatever that sort of was when they versed this. I think it was the Sandful or something. So he got picked for that, which is incredible. In his first game for the Pies, he had 17 tackles. 17 tackles. Tackling machine. He kicks a couple of goals every now and then. Could this be a guy 194 centimeters? So I think that's around Patrick Cripps's height. I think it might be around Scotty Pendlebury's height. But this dude looks big. He looks jacked. Could he maybe make a change and be that forward that we need? Maybe just as a stopgap? Probably not. He probably is a midfielder that we're sort of looking for if other people go down. Is he ready to go on Friday? He knows Collingwood's system. He knows the Pies system. He's trained with us. He plays for the VFL side. He's trained with the seniors a little bit. Is he one of the guys that gets picked Friday night? Could you imagine getting picked in the mid-season draft and then making your club debut, Wednesday, 2 days later? Maybe it could happen, you know. Is he ahead of Bytel? Is he ahead of Finn McRae? Do we need another big-bodied, you know, bull in the midfield with no Jordan De Goey, with no Tom Mitchell? I don't know. I don't know if we need that right now, but I love this pickup, and I love that he came from the VFL, and just the amount of pathways that the mid-season draft gives these players is incredible. And this guy is pretty much ready to go. Iliro Smit, another probably 6-12 months away from a debut, I would say personally. But Ned Long, he could play this week, he could play next week if we needed him to. And I think that's absolutely incredible. It would be very good to see. And if he's putting over a dozen tackles in a game, you know, in the AFL system, amazing. Maybe he's a bit of a secret weapon that finally gets his chance after being delisted by the Hawks. But look, those were our 2 mid-season draft picks. All in all, I think it's hard to tell with Smit if it's going to be a good haul, but I think Ned Long is a great pickup. Again, would have loved to have seen Teakle. Maybe they obviously didn't like him for some reason. Would have just loved to have seen him just to give us a bit of insurance going forward. But look, let me know your thoughts down below. What did you think of our pickups? What do you think we should do? In the meantime, like, comment, subscribe, tell your family, tell your friends, tell your pets. And until next time, double shackers. I'll swoop you later.